Hello friends, welcome to our channel Tech Management Education. We are learning Six Sigma full black belt course. So this is our seventh lecture, and you have not seen our earlier lectures. I request you to visit our earlier lectures so that you will get earlier concepts. What is Six Sigma, what is standard deviation, what is CTQ, what are the DMIC process methodology for Six Sigma project execution. Okay, so let us start today's topic. We are already discussing from last lecture define phase. This is first D, define phase. So in define phase we have discussed CTQ, what is the requirement, business requirement, what is the customer requirement. So another key concept is VOC, voice of customer. So what is voice of customer? Voice of customer can be of two types, reactive types and proactive types. Reactive type means complaints. Any customer can complain about receive product or services. This is one kind of requirement. So we need to note down all kinds of complaints from customers. Then technical support. If any customer is asking for some kind of improvement to their system, for technical help, technical support from us, so this is our one kind of project or feedback for improvement. Okay. Then credit notes. Then sales meet. There may be sales meet to all vendors, all customers. So in that sales meet, we can come across various suggestions, various points for our upcoming improvements, or a growth prospect is there. Then we need to take some projects for Six Sigma. Then warranty claims. If after a due course of time some products or some things are coming to us for as a warranty, we need to thoroughly analyze all these warranty claims for root cause analysis. Like one car manufacturer is sending back its switches or any kind of power steering tools to its vendor. So vendor has to go through this thoroughly to do a root cause analysis, and needs a project kind of system to foolproof the defects in future. Okay, sales return. Similar, if we have sent one consignment to a supplier, the vendor, customer, then he returns back saying this is not a good quality. So this is very sad situation for any business to get to receive return from sales. Okay, so we need to be very careful about quality, and whatever received material we need to discuss and scrutiny thoroughly, and take up some projects so that vendor that customer doesn't get any complaint further. These are all reactive kind of things. And proactively, we can interview before all customers. We can interview what are the requirements, what are the future requirements, what is the current consignment is going on, how they are satisfied. Like we can have interview, then survey of customers. It may be internal and external. So reactive also can be internal. Internal customer also give us some complaints. So proactive also. Then comment cards. We can have some comment system from our suppliers. Periodically they can pass on us. Then benchmarking, if we have similar plants or similar systems anywhere, so what is their design capacity, how they are improving, what is their latest benchmark figures, means what is the best achieved figures in those plants or manufacturing units or any kind of services. We need to have a track of those reports so that we can benchmark our system for improvement. Focus group. Focus group is kind of suppose one mobile manufacturer he comes up with a new model. So focus group means he will distribute this model to set of customers, and then he will get feedbacks. What is the first feedback of that product? So this is focus group. Then service review. We can have service review. So voice of customer is very critical for internal as well as external to capture all their feedbacks and all these things. Then there is another concept, as I told in defined phase while discussing. There is a Kano diagram. What is the Kano diagram? In y-axis, that is the satisfaction level from lower to higher, more satisfaction. Okay, so this is dissatisfaction, this is satisfaction. Here, in any kind of product or service, there are three kinds of needs. One is stated need. Stated need means what is written in order, or like if I buy a mobile phone, that my mobile is having this much of GB, RAM, ROM, and display quality, and size of screen, like that. So this is stated needs. And unstated needs is which is not written in the order, but if supplier is giving us in addition to existing product, like if mobile supplier is in place of say 128 GB, then he gives us additional some 32 GB more. So that is unstated needs. So customer is asking for 128 GB, but along with 128 GB RAM or ROM, and the supplier is giving us more. So this is unstated needs. What is implied needs means something is not written. Means it is understood that along with this product, this is minimum features will come. Like in case of mobile phone, that screen quality is not written in order. How the display quality and all these things, but it is implied that it has to be HD quality or some kind of quality, because nowadays all mobiles there is a minimum baseline of a product. So minimum base quality, sound and display, everything, it has to be there. Like in case of car, if we have taken some example, a normal car, whatever the engine power and all these things, it is there with stated needs. If supplier or showroom owner gives some additional products along with our car, like some accessories, this is unstated needs. If he gives it, okay. If he doesn't give, then also we are not dissatisfied. Okay. If he gives us, we are highly satisfied. And implied needs means like if it is not mentioned what is the mileage, and if it gives a good mileage, like minimum a passenger car 10-12 km per hour, it's the implied needs. It's a basic base mileage required for a passenger car. So if it goes below down, then we will be highly dissatisfied. Okay. So there are three kinds of needs: stated needs, which is in order, which is written document, and unstated needs means it is not written, and if supplier gives us, it is well accepted and we are highly satisfied. Implied needs, it is not written, but it is a baseline, means our product should have minimum this quality. Implied needs taken for granted, like in case of in case of car, petrol car, once in a year there will be a maintenance. So it is an implied need that once in a year there will be maintenance. Now, it should not be after that there's car manufacturing asking every 3 months or 6 months you need to come for maintenance. So it is understood once in a year there will be maintenance. This is implied need. Okay, taken for granted. So car has to be with service center once in a year. This is taken for granted. That delivery does not cause satisfaction. If it is a normal phenomenon, like every year we are sending for maintenance and it is getting serviced, then we are not satisfied. It's a normal thing. Okay. So implied needs means it is not bringing us high satisfaction. It is normal. And if it is not met, then we are highly dissatisfied. Notice in its absence. Okay. If car breakdowns before 1 year or before some amount of kilometer, then we are highly dissatisfied. This is implied needs. Then stated needs is demand by customer, that is as per order, as per written document, written specification we are giving. Delivery causes satisfaction. If we get material, good quality material of that required volume, then we are satisfied, we are okay. Okay, and lack of delivery causes, if quality is not as per our standard, then we are highly dissatisfied. It is stated needs. Unstated needs. Unstated needs, as I told, not thought by customer. Customer is not asking for those needs. This is given extra. In addition to that existing stated needs, we are giving extra. Delivery cause high satisfaction. Customer is highly satisfied if you give something extra, something improved version. Okay, and lack of delivery does not cause satisfaction. If it is not given, only you give only stated needs, then also customer is satisfied. He doesn't want additional. If you give it, then it will be a added advantage. Okay, this is the needs. So what is the key concept here out of these three? Key concept is focus on unstated needs. Our ultimate focus should be unstated needs, so that customer gets highest kind of satisfaction. Okay, so this will be our USP. Added advantage for any business. If you keep on giving something extra as compared to other suppliers, then it will be added advantage for our business. Okay, then it will be a unique selling proposition for our business, USP. Implied needs have to be met. Along with this, implied need, whatever implied need or state has to be met. Stated needs, more the better. And implied need and stated needs, there should not be any compromise. We should meet all these things. More quality or more the better. Okay. So better is under promise and over delivery. So in stated needs, we should not be over promise and less delivery. Under promise and more delivery means whatever our capacity, whatever our feasibility in our manufacturing unit, we should be realistic, so that customer doesn't get inferior quality or less volume, whatever it is. Okay. So this is in nutshell about voice of customer and needs. Okay. In upcoming videos, we will talk about other defined phase, these things. Thank you.